hereby declare this to be an unlawful assembly. I order all those assembled to immediately disperse.
Hello world, we are anonymous. This is a message to the anti-Trump protesters. Anonymous takes no sides in politics, so any protester at one of these anti-Trump protests with a Guy Fawkes mask, they do not represent the collective, and as for these shill-led, sorry excuse for protests if that is what you want to call them. Anyone that knows a thing about protesting the right way knows that if you have a cause that is for the people against the government, that the protest should not affect the ones outside of government, it should not affect the working class blue-collar individual. By stopping traffic you put people's jobs and lives at risk. How can an ambulance driver do the job it needs to do if traffic is at a standstill? How can stopping someone from getting to a job that supports their family be a justifiable reason for your cause? Stop letting these shills lead you into the dark just to be arrested for a cause that is being run by those who you think you are fighting against. Wake up. Don't smash windows of stores or set fires to cars. It only causes chaos and fear. And fear is a tool that the government uses to control.
I live right down there in St. John's too. I'm coming to your work, man. So when your boss asks mom now, I'm gonna tell him why. I will. You guys ain't stopping the government. You guys are stopping people from getting home from work. You guys are freaking idiots. Really ridiculous, man. Fucking useless pieces of shit. You're fired! We fucking know this shit was happening. Get that. That's a tri-med bus driver just running over human beings. Doesn't matter, it's just, you can't run over. You're fired. Are you trying to call her, that bus driver fired? You're gonna get fired. I know it's fired. You're fired. was when they put their cars on us.
Let them be. Let these people get to work, guys. Dear God. You guys don't know how to protest. 100,000 women and they're protesting. Wow.
If there's a slight delay, I apologize.
What are you protesting? Hey, Dave, what are you protesting?
There's trucks full of them ready to go. You seen them roll through? The SWAT team. They're like trucks full of them holding on, ready to go. And they just like pulled their riot shields and load up. They had to line up, dude. They were on third the other day, dude. And I stood there and I mean, you can't really like talk.
Don't stop people from getting home from work. I gotta go home. I got 2 hours to make it 4 hours now for me to get fucking home. Now get the fuck out of my way. Everybody get the fuck out of my way. You're in the road here, right? Fuck, everybody's that way. Fuck. On you, bro. I'm ready to shoot that guy. I'm just filming you because you're in the road. Thank you for doing your jobs, guys. I appreciate it.
So I'm just going to add really quick, this is the first time in the couple months that I've been covering all this that the crowd that gathered cheered for the police when they came. I mean, that was awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, it appears that the city of Portland is done playing.
That was a threat right there, guys. You're threatening people.
What Donald Trump is doing to America, and he is fucking things on for all people of color and Muslims and Mexican Americans. This man is a monster, and some of these people are saying that we are the terrorists are blocking the road. So I am helping support these people because we've got a real Nazi named Donald Trump, and this is why it makes white people like me bad, because all around the world, people of color want to fight you. And it puts targets on me because Donald Trump, you're a fucking bad ass to make innocent white people bad. You fucking trash Nazi, and the rest of you neo fucking Nazis. Fuck Donald Trump, bitch! Let's open my doors, no? Did you hear that, boys? That was the rage of the American people, the working class. Now, I would like all the people standing here today to know that the police are doing this fascist, armored, brutally, no one cares, Paul. These goon fascists have shut down the streets.
Go in the middle of the street
To
again.
prevent us from shutting down the streets.
Go in the middle of the street again. You scared? You scared? Go in the middle.
I just got here.
Go in the middle of the street.
Obviously,
He's scared. Look at him. He's scared.
it's called a force multiplier, you Paul. I'm not going to stand up against a force multiplier, Paul.
He believes in it, but he's scared. He won't go out there and get hit with a bat, but he's scared.
Do not argue with the Paul. Do not argue with the Paul.
He's lying. Why don't you go out there then? You're scared of what you believe in. Go out there, tough guy. Go out there, tough guy. You're scared. Okay, call me names, but go out there, tough guy. Have to fight somebody braver, but that person won't die either. Neither will the next person. Neither will the next person. That's why you're standing here and you won't go onto the street. But you want to stop a bus with innocent human beings on it that want to go home to their families. Tough guys. Those are the tough guys. Everybody give it up.
Go on, sucking the state's dick, you
Here comes tomorrow.
Peace, love.
Bye, guys. Thanks for joining the party. Woo! Got a line of them.
Stop another bus and we get hit in the head.
Uncle Tom!
White guy just called him Uncle Tom.
Hey, don't you riot goods have other intersections to block?
They're scared.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just like a confrontation of energies, and that's cool. I mean, like I was saying, there's a place for political rage, and this is a protest space right here. So while it looks like belligerence, there's a valid place for political rage, and the belligerence is in the rhetoric and the ideology in there.
So where's your rage? Where's your rage, please?
Well, I'm talking to you right now, man. That doesn't work right now. I mean, I'm talking to you. Oh, sorry. I thought you were like being sarcastic. You're asking me like, what am I upset about? Oh, well, that Trump divides people and then he taps into like the worst of our being.
How do you feel that he's dividing people?
In many ways. For
Example.
Not what he says, but in the constant vagueness, which speaks for itself, let's get real, of what he says. That the constant ambiguity of what did he mean, that is a huge problem, just dismissing what he said. The lack of sense that he makes, whether his comments is about a race, or an oppressed group of people, or political opponents. It's really the temper that he can't control that makes him say really crazy stuff that no commander-in-chief can be that loose cannon. Well, I'm talking to you right now, man. That doesn't work right now. See? Loose cannon-ish, you know?
Let me ask you this, where do you stand on the immigration policies?
This is all Mexico, and I admit I recognize a historical point of view that white people took Mexico away, and so this is all Mexico. And I'm a naive son of a bitch, maybe you call me, but
I'm Native American though.
We need to help people that are suffering, and I say that immigration is a part of a democratic process, a part of a process of America becoming America, and we stalled the fucking thing to begin with.
You're
oblivious. You're on a bicycle and you're oblivious. You're
electoral. What are you talking about? Wait a minute.
What do you think we're here for?
Trump.
We're here to make a change, and people like you
Change?
are the reason there's still a problem.
Listen,
People
I'm
like
against
you.
political
People
correctness.
like you.
No, people like you
People
with
like
your
you.
political correctness
Know your
agenda.
history.
Political
Know your
correctness.
history.
You know
Know
what?
your
Political
history.
correctness
You
is
know how long it
un-American.
took for
Why you
women-
think? You know why Trump couldn't
You
get
know how
anyone to his
Trump-
inauguration? Because of the
how long it
McCarthyism
took for
Hollywood
women
that
to
was
get
going to
votes?
stigmatize somebody
Come on.
for supporting Trump.
Know your
This is the
history.
United States of America. You could support Trump and still be without
You're talking
ostracizing.
about your mess.
You
Know
want to
your history.
ostracize someone
Know that all
and then
these
you're going to
people
turn
out
around
there
and make
coming
life difficult
here
for
to
them?
make a change.
That's a
And you're
political
just fighting
correctness
against
is
it.
a disease.
Ridiculous. I feel sorry for you.
Oh yeah, I feel sorry for you because Planned Parenthood is a racist system. Margaret Sanger was a Planned Parenthood. You know what? Margaret Sanger thought very low of black people. She thought they were ignorant and they shouldn't exist and reproduce. And you know what Planned Parenthood is about? Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is to sterilize black people.
You cannot put down one
You should be against Planned Parenthood. We shouldn't be funding any type of Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is a joke. And anyone that doesn't know their history, know your history about Margaret Sanger, the beginning of Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is the most racist organization. Know your history before you start supporting some. Okay?
You see that. You try
What? That's why I'm not a woman. I'm a man. A straight man. I'm a man. A straight man. You know your history about Planned Parenthood. Do you know about Planned Parenthood?
Tell me about Planned Parenthood.
Margaret Sanger. Margaret Sanger, the whole reason for Planned Parenthood was to sterilize black people so they wouldn't reproduce.
There's people it's helping. There are people it's helping.
It changed with the rest of the
Yeah,
world.
okay, so Trump is not a racist. Trump is not
You can honor
an
Donald Trump.
He's
The
not a
moment he moves,
racist.
there's two
What?
words. I'm sorry. You
Sorry.
can't speak
Sorry
those
to
words.
who? What? People that don't support him?
Everybody in the world that he's
people that
offended.
don't support him? I'm not offended by Trump. And half the country is not offended by Trump. So what about them? What about them? What about the rest of the country that's not offended by Trump? What about them? Huh? Well, everybody's afraid of you guys because if they stand up for Trump, they're deemed a racist and everything, and everybody's terrified. And you got them doing it because of political correctness and all this craziness. This is wrong. This is the United States of America. You don't like, you say he's not your president, then you shouldn't be here. Leave. Many of the those elitist Hollywood people that said they were going to leave, they didn't leave. They're protesting now. You don't like him, you don't want to be here, then leave. This is a free country. What you're doing now, you're going to bring anarchy, and then you know what's going to happen? Martial law. And these freedoms that you're talking about now, you're going to lose them. And then you're going to understand what a real situation. You have people in this group who are socialists, who are anti-American and anti-our freedom, and they're latching on your different causes, and they're playing on your emotions so that they can get you all riled up, so that you can turn around and continue to do what you're doing and divide the country, and then bring about chaos and anarchy so that they can bring martial law. That's what's really going on. Open your eyes and use your head. That's what's happening. I know for a fact, I've seen these socialists in your group. I've seen them at rallies. They even make signs for you people, and you don't understand what's going on. You have to open your heart. You better be smart. You might have some good causes and everything, but you need to choose your battles. Trump didn't do anything yet. Choose your battles correctly. Use your head. What is Trump doing about education? He just got into office. Huh? Education, not for nothing. I'm going to tell you something right now. Everybody is the controlled media. Education has taught you guys that you're following the controlled media, that whoever they demonize, you just automatically follow. If that's what education does for you, then we need to change it. Because you shouldn't be like that. You should be free thinkers, and you should be able to see right from wrong. You don't, because you're following whoever someone gets on TV and says, this is so, and then you just follow it. That's not using your head. That's not being smart. People, wake up, be smart. Okay, you want to be logical, you want to be smart, be smart. But don't follow all this nonsense just because you want to be. There's so many people that supported Trump, but they were afraid to openly support him. But you know when they supported him? In the voting booth. And that's what all of you people didn't understand. A lot of people supported Trump, but they were afraid. They're even your friends, but they were afraid to tell you they supported him. And you know what? When they went to the voting booth, they voted for him. And that's where all of you people right now, all of you people are now shocked, because you couldn't believe that he could be elected, because nobody thought he would have been elected. But guess what? He is elected, and he is our president. And you need to unite behind him now, because you know what? If you continue to do what you're doing, you are going to divide this country. You are going to bring about martial law. You're going to lose your rights. You're going to lose your freedoms. And then your biggest fear, he will be a dictator then. You better be smart, people. You don't understand what's about ready to happen. Wake up and be smart.